I-75, K427 is heard passing the defect detector while we are passing Ruskin on I-75 northbound. We may be able to beat him to 78th Street in Tampa, Florida, but it's going to be a close one if we do. 9:19 a.m. We pull up to 78th Street and we luck out. K427 is an as-needed southbound run of loaded ethanol from Blue Island, Illinois to Hooker's Point at the port of Tampa. This over 5,000-foot beast of ethanol from Illinois is being hauled by CSX 3160 and CSX 294. A switch or two into the yard, we check out how long he is. He is shown covering this entire track. It's gonna be a long one. He eventually starts to move again and picks up more speed as he goes. After they passed, we caught what I believe to be Y121, a yard switcher switching cars at Yeoman Yard. Then, my presumably Y121 notches up to pull out of the yard, and the sound was awesome. Now this is what you call a train. The switcher pulls a little bit further past 78th, then comes to a stop, and we think that we should leave. But then another horn is heard. Zooming in between the switcher's cars, we can see two Citirail ES44 ACs pulling past 78th behind the switcher. And at the same moment, the switcher reverses back into the yard. After this, the two Citirails switch tracks and head back into the yard. We would catch these two same Citirails later in the day pulling a northbound freight through Plant City, Florida. We jumped over to Plant City. Our next catch was a pair of two light engines headed toward the Winston shops at Winston Yard. We got some ice cream to watch the train with, but unfortunately when it hit that September air that September had brought along, the ice cream was liquid in 10 minutes. happened to a northbound train. What it was, we were not sure of, but when the radio crackled to life, it revealed that the train ID was S442. Usual IDs for this train is Q442, but this is likely makeup work from Hurricane Irma. Q442 had already passed Plant City in the pre-dawn. However, this train was all auto racks, so he could have possibly been headed to Baldwin instead of Waycross. This train also includes the 2 Citirails we saw at Yeoman this morning. It was a couple more hours before anything else was heard moving. Amtrak was next on their bucket list, so here he came. One curiosity to me was this, an extra car on the end of Amtrak 91. What it was used for, I don't know, but it was a nice addition to Amtrak's usual only 8-car train runs. Next was 91 coming back out of Tampa. One thing you need to watch, a biker at the next crossing down goes around coming down gates. This is something you should not do as it can get you killed. Next on the bucket list was PO 92 toward Tampa, being led by the 117 Black Nose Unit. This is where I would catch my train of the day. Northbound as needed K424 ethanol is coming out of Tampa northbound, being led by UP 6408, a Union Pacific locomotive in Southern Pacific livery, which is very rare in this territory. Because I wanted to get ahead of him on the road. So, as I promised myself, we chased this train north, getting ahead of it little by little, bit by bit. Sure enough, we bypassed the big yellow and gray engines. Him here just north of Plant City at the 818.9 defect detector. Sure enough, we jumped ahead again, and got to north end of Knight's Siding, where he came to a stop just south of this Crossbuck Road crossing. With the radio not reaching past Knight's, it made me wonder, what was this over 4,000 foot train waiting for out here? But soon, the reason became clear. It was Q441. Coming south, the ethanol train got to the siding first, so he waited while the freight train passed him. Q441 also had two Citirail Gevos pulling him south. After confirming that 441 was on the opposite track, K424 slowly began to proceed toward the end of the siding. And off he went, northbound toward Proviso, Illinois. I hope you enjoyed this video of me railfanning the Hillsborough County area on 09/23/17. Quick shout out to Bill Owen for catching the last two trains with me. And on the S line at North End Nights, this is Coda Beaner, out.